Hello, I'm Baxley Holzhauser and I'm the student body president at Sanderson High School. I would first like to thank everyone for joining us and celebrating the class of 2020. I want to recognize the Senior Class Council and Executive Council for their time and dedication to ensure great memories for us over the past year. Today we will hear words of inspiration from our fellow classmates, Pierce Bombard, Emma Thomas, and the Senior Class President, Chloe Smith. Then, our principal, Dr. Greta Dula, will take the podium to proceed with graduation for the class of 2020. We will conclude with a special slideshow and the end. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello, I am Elizabeth Bennett, Cadet Corps Commander. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, my name is Pierce Bombard, and I would like to start by congratulating my peers in the Sanderson High School class of 2020, as well as thanking our administration and staff for putting together this virtual graduation and affording me the opportunity to speak. Well, we've made it, and I know that you're all probably a bit bummed out about our year getting cut short thanks to COVID-19 and our graduation occurring in such an unorthodox manner. But we cannot let the class of 2020 be defeated and buried under the weight of COVID-19. Instead, let's look at this situation as the first challenge to rise to and to overcome as graduating seniors. And even though a lot of senior rites of passage have been canceled, remember that nothing can take away all that we have accomplished already, including setting land speed records to cookout during lunchtime. Since March, just about every facet of daily life has shut down, and we have been confined to our homes for what seems like ages. It feels as if the entire country has fallen asleep, but when we sleep, we dream. So I urge you, the class of 2020, to take this time of quiet to dream and to dream big. Because when the country awakens from its slumber and it puts COVID-19 to bed, it will be time for us to pursue those dreams. So, as the country opens up, to paraphrase Henry David Thoreau, I encourage all of you to go confidently in the direction of those dreams and to live the life that you have imagined. Thank you and congratulations.
Hello everyone, my name is Emma Thomas and I'm the co-president of Fellowship of Christian Athletes as well as the treasurer for National Honor Society here at Sanderson. For all of us, the class of 2020, family members, friends, teachers, administrators, we all joined together in a time much different than we expected. There are certain things in life that we hold out as constant, a traditional graduation ceremony being one of them. So what happens when those constants aren't there? Are we shaken, at a loss for our identity, or is our foundation in something greater? There's a parable from the best-selling book of all time that I want to share briefly about two men. One who builds his house on a foundation of sand and the other who builds his house on the rock. A storm comes, and the man whose house was on the sand saw his possessions washed away before his eyes. But the man whose house was on the rock did not lose his home because his foundation was stable. The reality is that we will face unforeseen trials in our future. There will be many things that we can grasp for security: relationships, jobs, material items. For me as a Christian, when the core of my foundation rests on anything outside of my faith, I risk being shaken. The hope is that I can choose to stand on the rock and put my trust in the only thing that never fails. Hebrews 13:8 proclaims the truth that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. As a follower of Christ, I stand firm, looking above, unshaken regardless of the twists and turns that I face. So, fellow graduates, as we enter this next phase of our lives, I urge you to think about what your foundation will be, so that you can stand unwavering, regardless of your circumstances. Thank you.
Hello, Sanderson High School class of 2020. My name is Chloe Smith, and I'm the president of Sanderson's Senior Class Council. Recently, I've had time, and lots of it, to reflect on my experience as a high school student and as a Sanderson Spartan. High school is a unique time in our lives where memories are made, laughs are shared, and most importantly, lessons are learned. We all remember when a classmate raised their hand to ask, "What's the point of this? I'm not going to need this later in life." Then the teacher would go on a mini tangent about the importance of school. At the time, the message may have gone in one ear and out the other, but I have come to realize the accuracy in the teacher's words. I may not always remember the law of cosines, be able to tell you the plot of the scarlet letter, or correctly recite the folding pattern of a protein, but I will always remember the life lessons that we learned throughout our 4 years at Sanderson. These lessons are invaluable as we take on the next chapter. Whether figuring out how to work together, learning to advocate for ourselves, or discovering that asking for help is okay, we have gained so much more from our high school experience than we ever thought possible. Each of us has overcome a unique set of obstacles in order to wear a cap and gown and earn the title of graduate. Overcoming those challenges was in no way easy, yet you did it, and you have learned many lessons and gained important life skills. Class of 2020, you have demonstrated perseverance, grit, and determination to be where you are today. As your high school career comes to a close, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and I remind you not to forget all that you've attained as a Sanderson Spartan.
Good evening, Spartans, Spartan families, and friends. I want to start with what a true honor it has been for me to serve as principal for the class of 2020. Let me begin by thanking a few people who have been instrumental in the success of the class of 2020. The first group that I want to thank is the outstanding faculty and staff at Sanderson High School. These folks have been committed to your class, pushing you beyond your limits, expanding your horizon, and working daily with a commitment to your overall success. Additionally, I want you to look at your parents. Remember to thank these wonderful supporters of yours. One of my favorite quotes says, "Long before I was a success, my parents made me feel like one." I'm so thankful for the wonderful, dedicated Spartan families. Remember, once a Spartan, you're always a Spartan. Please come back and visit. Let me share some data about this class. The class of 2020 has earned over $3 million in scholarships. 64% of you are headed to a four-year college, 25% to a community college, 6% to the military, and 5% of you are headed to work. Although this may not be the graduation you had planned, I refuse to allow the COVID-19 to destroy your memories of this wonderful year. Allow me to take you back. I met most of you at a senior breakfast. What a wonderful morning. I will never forget my excitement when I realized the traffic jam on Six Forks Road was due to the senior breakfast. The moment I walked in, I could sense the camaraderie that exists among you, and there's no doubt that this class was family. Afterwards was the senior parade. As I stood on the parade route, or the corner of Dixon Drive, I marveled at the smiles, the cheers, and excitement. You show up. Another member of the senior class was the homecoming pep rally, which included skits, yet my personal highlight was the opportunity to swag and surf with you. Jenny provided me a quick tutorial to ensure that I could stand on my feet, so you take care of each other. I also remember the Academy of Finance's induction ceremony. I was in awe of your leadership. I vividly remember William Bishop ushering in the freshmen, and many of you led the entire ceremony, which exemplifies your strong leadership. I witnessed the same thing during the National Honor Society induction. You are leaders. I also remember the basketball expo. I remember the high-flying, intricate dunks. And as I watched the event, I noticed Keon prepare and plan to make his dunks just right. So you plan and organize. The athletic banquets, where you were recognized for your athletic talent and prowess, indicates how you have talent and commitment. One of my first meetings with the seniors was from the PALS program. They came to advocate for their work with students and to determine if I supported their efforts. I quickly shared, yes, you advocate for others. I also saw how you came together as a school family to support families in hunger, again winning the WTVD food bank competition. You take care of the community. Oh, and I remember the Friday night football games and watching our favorite drumline perform and capture the crowd. You support each other. I can recall signing days. Your talents were recognized, and some of you will be playing at the collegiate level. Again, you cheered on and supported your classmates. I recall the talent show, and I was certain that the Backstreet Boys were on campus. I later realized it was Baxley and the Boys, which illustrates you have the ability to step out of your box, dress the part, and do what you need to do to support the community. I recall Spirit Weeks, and let me assure you, there's no other school that has a spirit quite like the Spartan spirit. I was fortunate to take a trip with you to Washington, D.C., and you totally illustrated what being a Spartan is all about. Because without prompting, upon arrival in Washington, D.C., you thanked our bus driver for bringing us safely. The Metlin twins checked on me throughout the trip, so you show care and compassion. Many of you are thespians who performed at such an exemplary level that you represented the state at a national competition. You go beyond the boundaries. I recall the homecoming dance and the Queen of Heart dance, the playoffs in tennis and soccer and basketball. Again, you take it outside the walls of Sanderson. Keep these memories, Spartans. There are so many more. Take these things with you. Take care of each other. Show up. Continue to demonstrate leadership. Plan and prepare. Take time to support others. Advocate for your beliefs. Be positive and be kind. I guess I will continue to say, stay true to these things because these lists represents you. Your class has been a highlight to my career. I love you and I want you to know that you're always welcome home. Come back to 5500 Dixon Drive and we'll keep the lights on for you. And I have one last request, class of 2020. Always, and I mean always, keep it classy, Spartans.
Tyler Cole Adams. Maleo Marion Timito Ajoki Akinlade. William George Alexif. Denasia Danae Allen. Emily Janae Allen. Abigail Caroline Allred. Omar Hisham Al-Qudsi. Jamil Ragid Al-Shar. Nicholas Johnson Anaga. Paulina Andrea Andino. Jasmine Jalen Anstead. Jonathan Daniel Apolinar Rondon. Walter Antonio Arevalo Hernandez. Christian Lee Rios. Joseph Armas Jr. Benjamin Reeves Ashley. Davis Michael Atwell. Saul Avila Perez. Brooke Barnes Babb. Capriana Maria Babylonia. Keon Isaiah Bailey. Renee Charisse Baltimore. Sophie Margaret Barnes. Colin Gabriel Ward Bassnett. Caroline Rose Baldry. Perry Espin Becker. Elizabeth Bedini. Jewel Elizabeth Bay. Matthew Oscar Bender. Isabella Renee Benitez. Ryan Jordan Benjamin. Elizabeth Scarce Bennett. Evelyn Patricia Berganza Meja. Jennifer Melissa Bermudez. Adam Joseph Betts. William Harmon Bishop Jr. E. Ta Bo. Trey Lee Bowman. Joshua Fanjoy Boisvert. Ariana Marie Bowler. Angelica Andrea Bolden. Pierce Talwani Bombard. Yanni Dongo Bombi Jr. Bosworth Bosoa Bonkina. Joseph Isotope Bonkina. Deja Monique Boone. Faith Ann Boone. Hope Elizabeth Boone. Aiden Jacob Brennan. Reagan Sidney Briggs. Owen Wolf Brock. Kyle Warren Brown. Alicia Cecilia Brown. Maya Grace Brown. Jasmine Alyssa Bryant. Caleb Jeremiah Bullock. Hannah Riley Bunton. Jackson Nathaniel Burkhart. Nestor Angel Camarillo. James Liam Caynard. Joseph Justice Capanola. Juliana Davis Card. Shauna Marie Carr. Uriel Romeo Carrillo. Jenna Grace Cart. Fadiris Castro Guzman. Ruth Elizabeth Cates. Joseph Marcus Chapman. Rachel McClary Chapman. Quasi Unique Chisholm. Tiana Janae Clark Goss. Benjamin Brody Cochran. Dalton Henry Collins. Stratton Rule George Collins. Miranda Grace Cominal. Patrick Christopher Conley. Caitlin Laura Kahn. Sarah Ann Cook. Elijah Andrew Cooper. Kiara Kelly Cooper. Maria Fernanda Cordero Ventura. Dallin Robert Cox. Juliana Nicole Kraft. Michelle Elizabeth Crawford. Ryan Seth Cruz. Rachel Elizabeth Crickmore. Brian Christopher Cromartie. Fernando Alfredo Cuevas. Mackenzie Lynn D. Alessandro. Cooper Jeffrey Darcy. Willis Baxter Davis. Journey Amy Annabelle Dawson. Brandy Lee DeJesus. Samuel Anthony DiGiovanni. Abigail Elliott Dittman. Peyton Farr Domville. Matthew D'Onofrio Jr. Jordan Alexander Douglas. Sarah Gabrielle Douglas. Asta Shaw Dubal. Nawan Hassan Dudley. Eden Ray Duffy. Joseph Dunham. Kendall Alexandra Page Dunham. Sari Nasir Dunn Salvage. Joshua Eugene Durant.
Felicia Renee Ellaby. Shannon Eileen Eller. Jackson Edward Ellison. Zachary Jeffrey Elston. Valeria Estrada Olmeda. Tyler Lene Evans. Ryan Patrick Farrell. Haneen Muhammad Tassir Farwan. Jada Devane Fawcett. Joseph Thomas Ferrari. Nicholas Vincent Fleckenstein. Edgar Omar Flores. Benjamin Thomas Foscato. Nicholas Creel Foscato. Noah Ethan Franklin. James Aaron Frazier. Anthony Martinez Freeman. Elena Elizabeth Freer. Jane Catherine Fusco. Helen Milagro Gatan. Evan Gabriel Gallego. Denise Morella Garcia Mora. William Preston Guard. Kevon Jamar Garner. Nicholas Jensen Gaster. Cashel Ann Gettins. Lauren Madison Gearlings. Brianna Lynn Gennaro. Mercedes Alexis George. Elena Karam George. Rachel Lang Gibbs. Joshua Christian Godet. Nathan Giorgio Gordon. Angel Fernando Granados Rodriguez. Monteria Zane Gray, Alexis Christina Green, Kaman Jamar Green, Tylen Jerome Green, Jonathan Hugh Gregory Jr., William John Graytock III, Jacob Charles Griffin, Harold Lee Griffith Jr., Savannah Marie Gunter, Megan Alexandria Guzman, Hunter Hal Hackinson, Lila Rose Howler, Caleb Lee Thomas Harmon, Jake Ryan Harrigan, Tyree Shamar Harrell Wright, Bradford Benjamin Harris, Cole Stephen Harris, Hannah Elizabeth Harvey, Sydney Cheyenne Harvin, Alexander Lee Harwood, Kaya Elizabeth Hassel, James Hategeki Mano, Parker Harrison House, Evelyn Teresa Hemdinger, Cole Austin Herman, Kevin Jose Hernandez Gaspar, Michelle Hernandez Jadbeer, Carla Manuela Hernandez Villagas, Joshua James Del Duque Hine, Mary Alice Grace Hobbs, Olivia Lemmy Hobgood, Jenna Reese Hodges, Andrea Lee Hollick, Sequoia Clavon Christopher Holland, Ariana Shanice Holloman Valentine, Anastasia Jasmine Halon, Baxley Reed Holzhauser, Hope Zamunga Fadili, Warner. Lear Pewitt, Sir. William Von Hudson. Michaela Lynn Humphreys. Osiris Shakur Islam Saeed. Thomas Andrew Ivanich. Asa Monet Jackson. Isaac Peyton Jackson. Benjamin Newton Jeanette. Ethan Jermaine Jessup. Tyler Emery Johnson. Benjamin Neal Johnson. Llewellyn Edward Johnson. Miranda Faith Johnson. Demaya Yvonne Jones. Logan Romulus Wild Jones. Noel Autumn Jones. Simone Tanae Jones. Xavier Talik Jones. Zoe Gabrielle Jordan. Davida Joseph. Warren Omar Isaiah Ka. Eli Blaze Kays. Davis Patton King. Whitney Rochelle Keeler. Brendan Michael Kennedy. Madison Brianna Kilgore. Delaney Catherine Kilgore. Psyche Cortez King. Shania Nicole King. Kyla Marie King. Justin Thomas Kish. Avery Elizabeth Copin. Harrison Matthew Keel.
Madeline Kalani Lanes Ruby. Alexis Christine Lane. Shaylee Faye Larson. Dorian Rashawn Lee. Jackson Frederick Lee. Madison Nicole Leonardi. Deontay Elijah Leslie. McKay Dion Levins Williams. Deshaun Antonio Libbard. Oliver Bryce Ligon. Shakaya Diane Lilly. Caitlin Elizabeth Linzel.
Devon Marlon Lucas.
Mary Elizabeth McMillan. Lucas Alexander McPherson. Avery Westbrook Maher. Kiera Marie Malone. Samaya Louise Malta. Nicole Elizabeth Mars. Ours Lady Natividad Marinez Haran. Equan Trent Marrero. Nathaniel Wesley Marsh. Sydney Taylor Marshburn. Bianca Yaritza Martinez Torres. Benjamin Stone Massey. Skylar Lynn Masterson. Rachel Elise Mathers. Curtis Christensen Madison. Caitlin Michelle Matthews. Awa Gambian Mabai. Zoe Faith Alley McClinton. Owen William McDaniels. Jari Ayan McDonald. Trayon Lamont McEachern. Malik Alexander McGill. Keon Alonzo McCoy. Asia Shania McNair. Joel Alquan McNeil. Martin James McSoley. Dylan Anthony Mears. Janaya Monet Medlin. Shania Lachey Medlin. Jennifer Guadalupe Mejia. Damaris Daniela Melendez Allman. Kenneth Juan Melgar Escobar. Reed Bryson Mailing. Jamie Lynn Merritt. Mackenzie May Merritt. Christopher Gustave Metz. Grace Suzanne Midha. Katarine Lydia Mulenge. Daniel Edmund Milford. Carly Diane Matag. Abdul Aziz Momand. Arsalan Momand. Aiden Van Cleve Moody. Jordan Rome Moore. Kelsey Burke Moore. Lauren Grace Moore. Serena Alasia Moore. Allison Grace Mareo. Thomas Brandon Morgan. Jaquavion DeAndre Morris. Jesse Taylor Morris. Jonathan Motato. Katrina Michelle Murch. Trevor Paul Murch. Ayana Michaela Murphy. Miles Lee Myers. Anna Lydia Nahara Ordonez. Babakar Nadir. Tungay. Alexandra Tuo Win. Benjamin Duck Win. David Kenzin Gabo. Naomi Ayana Novik. Judith Nirama Hirway. Andrew Robin O'Connor. John Stanley O'Connor. Chidi Michael Okoro. Lisa Michelle Enyango Okoth. Mark Christopher Olson Jr. Alexina Mora Antita. Jonathan Oropisa Alonzo. Elizabeth Mary Owens. Samuel Hewitt Owens. Anna Delaney Pace. Kitsie Namulisa Pajabale. Samantha Grace Palmer. Olivia Ruth Parnell. Kate Avery Patrick. Afton Keeley Patterson. John Harden Penley. Ozzie Elliott Perkins. Jeffrey Gordon Perry. Bailey Yofe Persing. Jamal Abdullah Joshua Phipps Jr. Jackson Farrell Pittman. Brianna Michelle Pitts. William John Pizzo. Erica Polanco Hernandez. Zachary Lynn Pollock. Lisa Marilyn Pope. Bailey Ann Popson. Diana Anique Powell. Benjamin Michael Powers. William Blake Prince. Henry Finnegan Puckett. Carl August Puckett. Michaela Ariel Diamond Pugh. Shamar Kenyon Pugh. Jacob Raymond Purdy. Samantha Francis Quinn. Rosel Leonel Ramos Mejia. Reed Chandler Randall. Salamani Rashidi. Owen Russell Ravenscraft. Kenneth Zecor Rawls.
Nazir Razai. Chase Patrick Rice. Thomas Gabriel Rivera. Grayson Philip Roberts. Hayden Daniel Roberts. Gavin Gray Robinson. Kaylee Elizabeth Roche. Cohen J. Rodaba. Jack Elliott Rogers. Zoe Estella Rollins. Gabriela Sofia Rosado. Jack Paul Rosenfeld. Nicholas Braden Rosso. Emma Claire Rowland. Cassandra Yaret Ruiz Baeza. William Davis Ryan. Sudki Kais Sadek. Griffin Cole Sadin. Cap Jen Sang. Alu Badara Sankara. Mary Elizabeth Santa Lucia. Tashara Chevelle Scarborough. Bennett Thomas Scott. William Gray Seat. Valentina Semenova. Peyton Elizabeth Sharp. Zaina Shangi. John William Pride Simpson. Ashanti Portia Singleton. Supriya Kumari Linana Senha. Donovan George Siner. Kate Patton Sinsley. Camden Yates Sluter. Chloe Grace Smith. Zoe Eileen Smith. Stephen Jeffrey Smith, Jr. Keziah Ashante Sugrim. Claire Elizabeth Spickard. Ann Daniel Stansel. Mitchell Sawyer Stanley. Calvin Maurice Stinney, Jr. Katie Lee Stone. Tyshawn Markel Stovall. Brendan Gregory Stowe. Ellie Rose Struble. Faye Alice Struble. Heaven Lee Sullivan. Lane Francis Swecker. Jessica Onway Tan. Julian Elijah Teague. Michael Glenn Tillefson. Kyle Takashi Terashima. Omaya Ariel Terry. Tadeo Thace Cuervas. Emma Perry Thomas. Jewel Thomas III. Thomas Rakes Thompson, Jr. Matthew Hudson Till. Blake Daniel Tiller. Jamarli Cinque Todd. Grace Kathleen Tomasino. Maximus Gabriel Torres. Larissa Trailer. Zachary Nicolay Trailer. Barbara Trujillo Romo. Spencer David Shantz. Benjamin Joseph Turner. Zoe Patrick Ngozichi Umelo. Moise Uweziba. Zara Sienna Van Deth. Maria Guadalupe Vargas Espino. Ariel Arthur Vasquez Reyes. Marari Elizabeth Vasquez. Valerie Nicole Velez Quinones. Ashlyn Rose Vinsel. Brendan Patrick Viscount. Raven Lee Wade. Josh William Reese Wall. Aspen Maxwell Warlow. Olivia Harris Wortman. Michaela Ann Wells. Bria Nicole White. James Francis White. Angela Christine Whitmire. Erica Lamia Wilder Lewis. Caroline Marie Wilkerson. Lily Wade Wilkerson. Markala Aaliyah Kathleen Wilkes. Zion Josephine Latasha Williams. Lauren Nicole Wilson. Chloe Spencer Wilson. Connor David Wilson. Kayla Gabrielle Wingfield. Shamari Sincere Winston. Alexander Wesley Wood. Eliza Grace Wood. Madeline Ann Reese Wortman. Jada Naomi Ray. Grace March Zalkind. Eric Edwin Zapata Espino.
Hello, I am Kathy Moore, Superintendent of the Wake County Public School System. It is with great honor and yet dismay that I bring you greetings as a part of this virtual celebration. More than anything, I know that you want to see each other, to congratulate and celebrate together. Graduations are a time to cry and hug while we celebrate. I personally enjoy seeing those smiles of deep personal satisfaction. But of course, this is not possible. And while the superintendent does not usually speak at graduations, I do want to offer my sincerest congratulations and a few brief thoughts about the months and years ahead. I want you to know that despite the effects of COVID-19, this coronavirus will not define the class of 2020. The class of 2020 had already defined itself in the classroom, on playing fields, and in countless expressions of art. It defined itself by its caring and compassionate support of others in the community. I am sure that many of you can see the irony of this moment in time. As graduating seniors, you realize COVID-19 is not only a common adversity that brings us together, it also highlights the differences among us. This has allowed you to learn a lesson unlike any other graduating class, a lesson about the value and power of empathy, compassion, and grace. You have no doubt been the recipient and the benefactor of these acts of kindness. I ask that you remember these lessons. They will serve you a lifetime. They will make you a better person. They will help distinguish you, the class of 2020, in ways that can truly change our world. Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Hello everyone, my name is William Bishop. President of the National Technical Honor Society and Vice President of the Academy of Finance. I would first like to thank my fellow speakers, Baxley, Pierce, Emma, and Chloe, for their truly inspiring words. I would also like to thank our principal, Dr. Dula, for her hard work and dedication to us all. This is a time of great accomplishment, but it is also a time of great reflection. We have all had a difficult road leading up to this moment, and all for different reasons, filled with mysteries and uncertainties, questions that don't have a definitive answer. We think to ourselves, what do I want to do with my life? What do I wish to accomplish? And how do I want to be remembered by others? As we close this chapter of our lives, we begin writing the next. Yet you don't write a chapter of a book without considering the last one. Reflect on your time at Sanderson and this unique experience. With this in mind, please join me in congratulating my fellow graduates as Dr. Dula leads us in the turning of the tassels.
Board of Education, I certify that these seniors have met all state and local graduation requirements. By the authority vested in me by the state of North Carolina and the Wake County Board of Education, I pronounce you graduates of Jesse O. Sanderson High School, class of 2020, turn your tassels. Congratulations.